Good girl.
Yeah! Be safe.
not to be trifled with.
Fly, Ambrosia. Be safe.
We're not gonna outrun this one. Stay close, Torvald. could have picked on someone your own size. Guard dogs. Quite a specimen, these two. Nice try.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the market.
I would speak with this Duke.
Saw the captain just now.
Your town needs you. I need you.
But the Duke would have me.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His the town was left all but unguarded. So Philippe was compelled, and though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in, so I was wondering if you would lend them your strength.
Of course.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you. Indeed, I owe you for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed. He must be made to face...
And who?
I would. Myself, were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle... drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged, but he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him by all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of while I understand your frustrations,
False hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. But perhaps it's better that you heard them from him.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you.
Your town needs you.
Saw the captain just now.
What does the dame have to say about it?
So you are content to abandon... Please, if you are a true son of Nor...
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways, like father liked.
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went. Anyway.
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right, as always. We've had some reports, you see.
They're back.
Seems that way. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town. You're finished! Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me. Are you all right?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, there's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably... You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the town, stirring up ill feeling towards her father.
What? This is exactly what the Dane was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sanbreque, just as Great Griga wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore! You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Brandit.
Jealous, are you? that a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griga.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
Oh, fuck. No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order!
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common...
Whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell. The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls...
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. Should any of your men be injured?
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. Unlike the enemy, I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right. But take care.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
When the fighting begins...
I want steel in the hands of every...
This is more like it. Come on then. Test me. That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right, and I was wrong. I had thought that only that without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon, but you brought them together, not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing what they feel.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and...
You have the right of it again, as did you, Sabine. His Radiance said it himself. I forgot that.
I'm sorry too. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt, how I felt.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, your ladyship. I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions, but I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, and we may yet achieve it. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief, and today there are more than ever before.
Madam Isabel, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm.
You're right.
Forgive me for saying so, milady, but you still do. The Dame said it herself, and that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you.
Well said, Captain.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here, I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
Can we get you anything?
I saw several soldiers being carried to the Vale.
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'll be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help. Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? But I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Very well. I was Carla then. Courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could... Alas, for naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard. The gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. Until we found ourselves here. In Northreach. It was the Vale that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived, but at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town, the men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief. Shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. And so I swore that I would always do the same. that I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me, that I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach to the people, the soldiers, all united in defense of this town. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
I saw several soldiers being carried to the Vale.
There's no need to worry any longer. Can we get you anything?
And how might I help the garrison today?
haven't seen any of those beastly blue-eyed... Do be careful.
I will.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. Damn it. Dion would have been glad to have you back at his side.
And what can I do for you?
I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Haven't seen any of those beastly... Do be careful.
I will.
That's better. I needed that. Good girl. Run like the wind. Be safe.
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want? It'll last you a good while. And?
The garrison said they'd take another 100.
Well met, Cid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Cid.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Cid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes.
I am. But I swore I'd face him. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day...
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember.
So, what?
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. And bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation. It's all without being discovered and thrown...
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out.
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me. These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not. Damn it.
Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run!
If you want him, you'll have to go through me. Ember, are you... Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed.
I didn't... Where is Ember?
He must have fled. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. He was nowhere to be seen.
I knew the boy had a nervous streak.
The right man for the... I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Eh? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazair. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
This won't be...
There's something about it.
You should have seen him.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Yes. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in, but from what I hear...
No, they most certainly did not. Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed...
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always... All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back...
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has... And this time he was found wanting. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, it wouldn't do to waste it.
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you.
Daft as a brush, that one. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the Cursebreakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
You couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? Next...
Forgive me, Sid.
Things rarely do these days, but that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
It's usually me making demands.
Yes.
You spoke of making amends with Dion.
Then I should begin by... This was some years ago. At that time, I was counted among the former to supervise, all to ensure that the future Emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything. Alas, our time together was cut short. I had not expected to meet with him again.
Have you spoken with him?
No, His Highness always seems so preoccupied. Especially when alone, not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit.
The guild weighs heavily on, but as you say, that was Ultima's doing.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's, and I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone. It is one of my greatest regrets, that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way.
Then I beg that apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower, fabulists and fraudsters all, of course, but there is oft a seed of...
Well, it can't hurt to... Where can I find this flower?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. Well, there is a waterfall in Rickma. Whether they still survive there...
It's all right.
Thank you, Clive.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
You did?
I think...
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh,
It's no trouble. Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
No. It is time, then.
No. Only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates? No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives, all because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt, but were I to meet with him again...
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself, and to him, how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environment in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you. Not to mention the wyvern tales.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why? These flowers bloomed in the bleak.
What's this?
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, 'tis said that an owl's feathers. So consider this my wish that one day you may put...
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates.
I wasn't expecting you back so soon. All yours. Here you are. Best of luck out there. Sid. What do you think happened?
Sid!
With what?
No. Well...
It's Miss Midadol. Very strange.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind.
Not long ago.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise.
But who's gonna put Miss Midadol back together?
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning. Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along. If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will.
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them, but not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? But if her godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drip. Then I'll need some bone, or shell.
If it's beast bones you're after.
No, they'll know where you might find some.
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor. My name is Herman. I wish to be deployed to Ash.
No. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raped, or rather, it was not a place of nurture. We were tortured, and few ever survived long enough to...
I can't imagine.
I lost so many, but they must be remembered. The Institute was run with military precision. Sid.
You were a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace.
All right.
May the mothers guide you.
All right.
Only if you mid-knees.
Most, if it's...
I do.
Well, but don't it...
I'll keep that...
Faster!
Here we are again. Karava. If you were a tortoise, Torgor, where would you hide? Thanks, Gal. It looks like we found him. It's oil. After what happened here. It's a miracle there was any left at all. I better get these materials.
You make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me.
It's most of what I need. And a cogwheel. Just gears that smaller a bastard to make.
Wait, the children. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it.
The young'uns? But why would they... I'll keep working on the model.
Sid! Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's just busy working.
A new invention? Is it an...
Do you think she'll let us...
That just so happens to be why I'm here. A brass gear.
Oh!
We saved it, just in case...
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling all the pieces that are left over. We can...
That's... good to know.
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just...
That's all for now.
Thanks, Sid.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Well?
They did.
Will it work?
What exactly are you going to use?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. Well... that should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads.
Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it? And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in.
I'm sure you do. Come on. Run like the wind. That'll do, girl. This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here. Conditioning. disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder. This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out. A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry. So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed.
There's something about it.
I hear. Did you buy?
I did.
If I may, the bearer registry. director was a brutal man.
The registry was... There was no sign of...
I pray that all their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can children no explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive? When so many...
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least.
Thank you. I'm going to... All of Valisthea will know of our suffering. And in the name...
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity.
Lord Marquis?
What is it?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait. He sent an owl
Was he surveying an...
No. The object of his study was a savior cult, an ancient religion that worshipped by gaining an understanding.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash?
Fully cognizant of the risks, I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of... Though he has been silent for some days, yet... It seemed only right to inform you, for as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man.
But Ash is a big place.
Perhaps. The last at Mickleburg was it? It lie, if or...
Right.
You go then, with my hope.
Good girl. This must be Mickleburg. Thanks, Gal. These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough, at least. What is going on here?
Ah.
Heed the call. No, to be honest, What are you doing here?
It is my home.
You keep saying...
They came here to perform the rite. This village is that where they shall cast their...
Give them...
Oh, Lord. Let us be reborn in you. Free us from...
They want... Forgive me.
You mean the traveler from Stone?
Thank you. They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair is still alive. Let's go and find him. Excuse me.
I am. Lord Rosfield.
That's right, and you must be the...
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the...
He said that you had failed to...
I came here to study the followers of this. You have seen them at their... They devote themselves to the venerate, praying night and day that they might be... Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes. Serve him with all of... I, too, swore to devote my life to the service. And so I would see these people safe, that they might do their duty to their lord.
You do understand what that...
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become... I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, forgive me, my lord. Did you hear that, my lord?
I'll go and find... Beneath the flood. Oh no, there must be something I can do. Echoes as well. Found her. Come on, over here! What now? We meet again. I've killed your kind before. Odin! it! Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation by devoting themselves to the service of their Lord, just as I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in, a duty to serve. Was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashyyyk in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings, could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
They are saved. Found her. I should get this report to Cyril.
I'm glad.
I met with your third chair, Cyril.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg.
If you could not save him...
The villagers, they prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their whip. Then an ether flood. Your brothers, even knowing that lie...
Then he perished defending... For the right to choose how one dies.
Sid would agree.
A noble ambition. To die for one. It matters not how misguided others, only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe for better or worse.
But he didn't die for your creed, and you still believe that...
I believe we of the Undying are not, and this was his.
I'd like to know this man's, to know the names of all the Undying. They died serving my house. That is my...
Of course. I shall fetch my lord, the greatest honor of my life though our duties may differ. And were they here...
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light.
You're really going to go through?
I am. But before I go...
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them... I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe and provided for and loved.
Of course.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda?
There's been a flood in the Velcroy. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned. And they're headed this way.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else.
What's an Akashic?
You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss out?
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale...
Oh, do we? And who was it?
Lubor, perhaps? You may believe his lies, my lord.
But why would he lie about something like...
Some twisted attempt. If he had not been unmasked, a great honor for one he might well feel aggrieved at having...
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but Lubor cannot be trusted.
You may not trust me. But for the sake of your people, if there is any chance that this is true...
There isn't. Now be off with you.
You're making a mistake. It's no use. They're not going to listen to me. We'll just have to do what we can without them. I should speak to Lord Ferda.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Lord Ferda.
Cid, what?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie, but they've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor...
The bloody fools!
Which means the town guard can't... But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Cid! Ferda!
Victor?
I couldn't abandon them, and Lubor is in need of this very...
You have to believe me! The Akashic are coming! They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted! We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, Bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, Bearer!
Yeah, run!
Run!
Far away!
Run!
Just go on, Bearer. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
Go on!
Just go.
Lubor. Wait. Someone's coming.
Go! Come on!
Stop! You're hurting him! Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad? And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that? Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty? Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly round here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever. But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling? He keeps this whole place going! And you act like it doesn't even exist!
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain the situation. The Ether Flood occurred. The place had been abandoned until the League of Outlaw. Now they're all turned, and if the scout...
They are mindless monsters. Driven with the bandits, we at least knew how and when these creatures come. Dalimil, the town guard will muster at the north gate. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, and as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalimil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in...
Consider it as you...
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk and tell the merchants not to waste time securing anything. As long as we survive, it doesn't... Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it...
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws. The main host is most likely still there. And Dalimil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
A little gardening?
I doubt it.
Luckily, so am I.
So you are? All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it. For Dalimil.
Looks like everyone's ready. There's the flood. But what's waiting for us inside? Can't leave a single one alive. the lead. I should get back to Del.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubor, Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Cheratina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We blood... Lubor, after all you have done for this chap...
But we did. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. So...
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not... It is a stain on ours.
I see. But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept... Unity is the key to defending Dalimil. And when that time comes, I will expect us all...
Of course.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalimil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do.
We agree to your conditions. And...
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago I had resigned myself to lead, and now, here. For everything.
Lubor.
Fear not. You are, of course, relieved of your responsibility. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children, but everyone in Dalimil.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work going to waste.